He's on a different game though. So, oh, I guess
So if you hear me say fuck a lot, not my fault, alright? So,
yeah.
damn it, LP.
So, I am live streaming this just because, I mean, I feel like it's a better explanation live than it would be over video, and it'd be better explained because nobody sits and watches my videos, so it's fine. But people do watch the live stream for some reason, so fuck you guys. Anyway, this is the official draft, the official universe that we're doing. The first one was just an experiment, but where I kind of already got my title set and all that. These people will be staying on the rosters. So for Raw, we got AJ Styles, Seth Rollins, Andrade, and The Undertaker, AOP, Insanity, Tony Storm, and Becky Lynch, all for Raw.
Okay.
For SmackDown, it's kind of changed a little bit because Luke Harper actually won the United States Championship, which I'm surprised about. But we got Randy Orton, Luke Harper, Triple H, Finn Balor, War Raiders, Usos, Sasha Banks, and Shayna Baszler. So those are the current rosters for now, and we'll just pretty much get into the draft. So I've got the cup full of names and like names that are like already undone. So that's cool. Didn't see Elias and Batista, but that's fun. So, the tag team roster will be kind of set after the main draft because I've already got them written down on a card. But the first draft pick for Raw is going to be Kurt Angle.
Ooh.
Yeah. You know what? Since I already saw this name and I mean it's myself, so I can put myself wherever. I'm gonna put myself on SmackDown.
SmackDown original, I think.
Yeah, and also if you, since you kind of mentioned the rivalries in your video, myself and Kurt Angle are no longer on the same roster. So
Oh yeah.
we were supposed to. We were actually supposed to face off at WrestleMania in our universe. But oh shit.
I lied to myself. This was a fight at Mania.
Pete Dunne just going to Raw.
Ooh, okay.
I have no idea where to put these papers, so I'm just gonna throw them on the ground, pick them up later. You know what? Yeah, he's gonna have a tag team partner. So Eric Rowan going to SmackDown. It's kind of sucks for me. Big guys. I was supposed to face Lars Sullivan. I got myself out of that. Oh, and a big name to Raw. But Kenny Omega. It's Monday Night Raw.
Yeah. Another Raw original.
Yeah.
Fuji Raw.
Okay, he's already on SmackDown. He's the WWE champion, Randy Orton. So, to SmackDown, ooh, Velveteen Dream. Which is technically another original, but not too original.
It's never been on Raw.
You know what? I was mentioning this earlier. I'm gonna make these two a tag team, so adding to the tag team division on Raw, DIY.
Ooh.
That wasn't originally planned up until this point, and I would have chosen Tommaso Ciampa the next one, so they would have been split once more, but they're not. But to SmackDown, Keith Lee.
Yeah.
And I've been on the screen, so just kind of remember that. But a good one to Raw. Oh my god, Raw is stacking up. Raw gets Ricochet.
Okay. Raw needs to calm down with their draft picks over there, huh?
Okay. SmackDown finally got a good one. We got Samoa Joe.
Shit. don't think
You
I.
forgot Joe.
Hold up. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. Whoo. I was like, oh man, I didn't draft Joe.
Raw's
We hope he's on NXT. He's in the top 10.
Raw's gonna get Edge here. So another
Oh, not bad.
big name.
Not
You know.
bad of a hit.
Okay. This is one that I've been wanting to be on SmackDown for a while, and I didn't really like him at first whenever he was on SmackDown, but Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, that's kind of how I am. Like with most of the people I put on my two rosters, I don't like them at first, but think they're gonna play out well. Like Lashley and fucking Lesnar and other big people. Just
Actually,
dominates.
you know what? We're gonna go ahead and make a trade mid-draft because I just drew this name out. Um, I'm gonna trade him for Velveteen Dream. It's kind of, I mean, somewhat of a fair trade if you look at it from a performance standpoint. But Velveteen Dream coming to Raw, of course, as I just said. But I want to keep the Wyatt family intact, and you gotta have the leader of the Wyatt family, Bray Wyatt, coming to SmackDown.
Damn, okay.
So, this would actually be SmackDown's pick since Velveteen went to Raw, so Kevin Owens to SmackDown. So,
I'd
that's
actually do a trade. Should send me over for somebody.
Yeah. And Raw continues the big name crisis thing that we have going on. So HBK coming to Raw. So that's going by pretty quick. I wasn't expecting that. SmackDown against Rey Mysterio. So far, I'm not really seeing a lot of like small guys on SmackDown. EC3 to Raw.
Shit, I think I have to draft EC3. Damn, I'm pretty good at everyone.
Harper's already on SmackDown. This draft pick does go to SmackDown here, so there we go. Now we're starting to get the smaller guys, but this one's kind of fair. CM Punk to SmackDown. And Raw gets a big guy. Huh.
Punk was actually mainly on SmackDown in real life.
Yeah. Well, and you also got Rey Mysterio there for him. Samoa Joe's there. Finn Balor versus CM Punk could be a good match.
For sure.
But to Raw, Big Show. Which I don't know how much she's going to be used, but we're only filling it up to the end of the paper, so about 18 singles competitors for the men's. Oh, another good match for CM Punk. Sami Zayn. And we also got Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. The same brand. So they could either be a tag team or they could fight each other. The Miz to Raw, which I'm actually glad he's back in real life on Raw.
Yeah.
We also got Show Miz too, if ever needed it.
What's your show?
Yeah. I'm actually gonna put this guy in Raw, so we'll put Kane on SmackDown.
That's somebody I didn't draft.
But to Raw, Cody Rhodes. So Raw
all
OG.
these names, like shit.
Okay. So we've only got like 6 names left in the cup. We're just gonna start drawing them out now. This one goes to SmackDown, and he's already been drafted. Oh yeah, because I put it back in the cup. Whoops. Elias, SmackDown.
Who
Don't
wants
know.
to walk with the Hawaiians?
I'm just glad that he's in a rivalry at this point, you know. I mean, against Roman, but I mean, at least somebody. So Eddie Guerrero to Monday Night Raw.
That's somebody I didn't draft. Yeah. That's it. I need to put people back. I need to put people on fucking rosters now. I already have like fucking 44 men on each.
Well, wasn't really wanting this to happen, but was actually doing this to avoid it. But Marty Scurll is going to come to SmackDown, so
Ooh.
I guess a pretty good day for him because he's not on the roster with Roman. And actually, I don't think Roman's even in this cup because he hasn't been drafted yet. He was supposed to be on SmackDown, but we don't talk about that. And I've already been drafted, so. Fuck, I'll go ahead and put this guy on Raw. John Cena. He can compete with AJ and Seth, so why not? Okay, and the very last name. So for... Oh, okay. SmackDown gets Batista. So he will line up with Randy Orton and Triple H.
Oh,
On
damn.
SmackDown. Yeah, I didn't even plan that. Well, alright. Good roster so far. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 17 each. 18, 19, 20. We'll get a 20 each. For male singles competitors. And well, while we're at it, we're going to go ahead and get a SmackDown tag team here. Just looking at this list. War Raiders, Usos. You know what? Yeah, I did put Usos on the SmackDown roster for this reason. So we're going to put in the New Day. So that will kind of even it out. AOP's on the roster. Sanity, DIY. Oh, yeah, because DIY wasn't that team before. So we're actually going to remove Slater and Rhino, the Colognes, Rusev Day. There's a lot of them that we could actually remove here. Yeah. I'm going to put the Street Profits on Raw. Hopefully there'll be a team that can beat them. We'll also put the Revival on Raw. Street Profits. Kind of even it up, so we'll put Heavy Machinery on SmackDown. We'll put TM61 on SmackDown as well. That's where my two main guys on our original universe on NXT faced each other at the first major takeover. Had like a 30-minute Iron Man match. Some good shit.
It was.
You know what? We've got a couple of bid names here. And I really feel like keeping some of these names together. Fuck. Where do I want to put them, though? Alright, you know what? This is where I ask you. This is a pretty big name. You'll understand after I say the name, but I just need you to pick a roster, Raw or SmackDown.
Let's go SmackDown. Go SmackDown. Some big names.
All right. Well, as a singles competitor, Adam Cole goes to SmackDown, and the entire Undisputed Era will follow as a stable / tag team.
No, does that include Roderick Strong?
Yeah. So it'll pretty much be like the New Day. Kofi will probably be my odd man out for that one. So, you know, Roderick may get a push, just like Kofi may. That's obviously real life. Kind of has shown what 3-man stables can do, uh, especially with the Shield. And speaking of the Shield, we're gonna put Dean Ambrose on Raw.
By the way, what the fuck is going on with Dean Ambrose, man? In real life, like shit.
I actually think I really think it's a storyline still. I think he's just gonna take a break. So, like, they seem like they're still like, you know, they left on good terms. I mean, Dean did his contract all the way until the end. I mean, he didn't just leave on him.
Yeah, because like WWE is like, his could Seth and Roman convince him to come back? I'm like, the fuck?
I mean, I think the reason why he was going to leave originally was because Roman left, and you never really know how long he was going to be out. So, and by the time Roman came back, Dean had already said that his contract was, he wasn't going to resign. So, let's see. We still got some pretty big names left for this draft. Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman. You know what? This next draft pick would be for actually Raw, because yeah. So let's just go through and give a quick look around. Of course, we can always add people later if need be. I'm gonna add this team as a tag team, but they will technically be split. So to Raw, we're gonna add in the Bar. Okay, so we got that. That's the case for that. And Cesaro. Well, no. So that doesn't really help me at all, but I think Roman's gonna have his hardest time on Raw, so no voice crack though. We're gonna add Roman to Raw. So we got the entire Shield on the Raw roster. To SmackDown, got some pretty big guys, so let's add another one, Braun Strowman. So, huh.
Oh, did I just have... Oh my god. I didn't draft Braun.
You did?
I didn't draft Braun. What the fuck?
Shit.
Oh yeah, I did, never mind.
Okay.
I was about to say, I didn't draft Braun, that's embarrassing.
I thought his theme song just hit, but this is also one that you may have not have drafted, but this man is going to go to SmackDown, Baron Corbin.
God. You got an NXT for me.
Oh, I feel like Baron Corbin does deserve some sort of a push. I mean, it's not really my favorite right now, but
Yeah, they
to
need to
Raw,
drop his gimmick.
but to Raw for the final draft pick of the singles competitors, Drew McIntyre.
Damn.
Drew is one of my
Fire.
favorites right now. Uh, and hopefully, after Money in the Bank, or hell, who knows, he may even just win the Money in the Bank ladder match. Um, hopefully, he gets a push. I'm really hoping for it.
I am too.
But let's see here. Let's go and get the tag teams out of the way. That way we can move on from this. So let's see here. We got sits there and sits for each. So Raw. So Undisputed Era's been picked up. Gonna bring the club to Raw. Brazongo's gonna go back to SmackDown. Which I don't. They were never drafted in our universe. I don't know if you ever noticed that or not, but they were never drafted. Like in any draft.
Yeah. Mainly because we never thought of that idea of bumping up characters overalls to make them actually good.
Yeah, it's it's crazy. Let's see. I'm gonna add two more teams, and then I'm just gonna call it good. Uh, and I know the Hardys have not been drafted yet, but uh, Jeff is still technically the Rumble winner. I'm just gonna skip over WrestleMania, so we're gonna act like it never even happened. But Jeff will get his title match against either it's gonna be Randy or it's gonna be AJ. So wherever he decides to go, that's where Matt will go to. So the Ascension and American Alpha. I think the Ascension will work better on SmackDown. They've had a lot of success on SmackDown. Two-time tag team champions. And American Alpha will come to Raw.
These are for all originals too.
Yeah. I think at one point they were on NXT, but I mean, NXT's kind of was like our indie scene. Wouldn't really count, but yeah. So Brock Lesnar is going to go undrafted. Pretty happy about that. Now it's time for the females, which is my favorite part of it because obviously there are some females I know better than others, I guess I could say.
I forget to drop to one female that just came to mind.
Who's that?
Jordan Grace.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get a feeling I know where some of these guys are going to go here. So we're also just going to go right down the list of all the females. I really wish there was a female selection option, but okay. So AJ Lee. Honestly, feel like SmackDown would be the best place for her. Facing off against Sasha would be pretty nice to see. Going on to the next one, Alexa Bliss. This is where I gotta decide what my OP roster is gonna be. Is it gonna be Raw or is it gonna be SmackDown?
I honestly would say SmackDown because like SmackDown was your brand when we did it.
Yeah. I mean, for Raw, you got all the OP males.
And balance it out.
Yeah. So,
Can
AJ
balance
Lee
itself out.
and Alexa Bliss. Yeah. So, Alexa Bliss. This also means Charlotte will come. and Asuka will also follow them. So now that we got all the bid names out of the way, I'm going to even it up with Raw, which is 4 draft picks, and then we're going to go from there. So, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Bailey to Raw. Kind of similar to what you did there. The Iconics to Raw. So I'm just going to put them down as a tag team. So for 1 pick. Go ahead and add Bianca. I think I'm saying that right. Just looking at it, it looks like Bianca, but I don't know. I could have just fucked everybody's mind and, you know.
What the fuck did you just say?
Candice LeRae to Raw. So now I'm not saying that Alexa Bliss, Charlotte, or Asuka can't be beat. I mean, I know they can, but the likelihood of that happening isn't gonna really work. Let's add 1 more OP to them. We're gonna add Nia Jax.
That's somebody I didn't drop either.
I mean, truthfully, I don't blame you. But,
I didn't draft Ronda or Nia.
Gonna add Carmella to Raw. Alright, so now I'm gonna look at the actual superstars that I want to have on there, and I already see 2 people. Well, it's kind of been a SmackDown original since our universe, and it is someone that you just mentioned, Jordan Grace, is going to SmackDown. I think I can trust her on SmackDown, but this one I can't really trust on SmackDown because up until now she has not won like 2 matches. So Lana Austin coming to Raw.
That's sad.
Yeah, I know. The longest reigning champion in our universe hasn't won a match since, well, I would say at minimum or maximum she's won 2 matches since switching to 2K19. So, of course, it's a completely different character, but still, yeah, just acknowledgement of that. So, I'd actually like to give a shout out to the guy that actually makes her, and I believe it's Super Mets 80. That's the one that we get this character from. I'll display her on the screen. So, that Lana Austin does come from him. So he made the one on 2K18. I'm not sure about 2K17, but obviously 2K19. He's made that one again. So I appreciate him for spending the time to remake it. I don't know if he planned to before I asked him or not, but either way. This guy, shut the fuck up. Anyways, continuing on. There's a lot of matches I want to see with this person. Mia Yim to SmackDown Live. Or SmackDown. It might be SmackDown Live, who knows. And unlike you, I'll actually keep these 2 together. Mercedes Martinez also going to SmackDown. So, obviously Mercedes was a former NXT Women's Champion. So to Raw, we're going to put in Paige. And Fuck, I want to keep them together. Anybody else I can add before these two? Yeah. Dakota Kai coming to Raw. So we're about halfway through this list. So we'll stop at 15. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. 3, 3, 3, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 5 hits for each still remain. And that is someone I've forgotten about. And I think she could hold her own against at least Asuka, which is pretty good. So put Ember Moon on SmackDown. She is someone that I really hope they do push in real life now that she's actually on SmackDown. But I think
I think she will do.
I think she's going into a tag team, though. I don't know for sure.
What tag team, though?
I don't know. Did she debut with Bayley? But, well, no, because Bayley came out on her own this week.
I think no. Somebody's with Naomi.
No, Naomi was alone this week on Raw, which I think they're setting up for something. I don't know for sure, but Naomi's pinned the tag team champions twice now, or the Iconics. So all she really needs is a partner that she can carry. Oops.
I think it would be Sasha, to be honest. Sasha's been hitting.
Yeah.
But she could also be injured.
Killer Kelly will be going to Raw, which is kind of a surprising pick for me, because I actually wasn't planning on this one. So yeah, I need to. Oh yeah, Lacey Evans is on both brands, just like Jeff Hardy. So whichever champion she faces, that's the brand she'll go to. We're gonna put the Riot Squad on SmackDown. I think Ruby could hold her on, and of course I do plan on introducing women's tag team titles at the next Mae Young Classic, so that'll be something to look forward to. To Raw, we're gonna put Kairi Sane. I'm actually gonna steal a little play out of your book, if you don't mind, for the next Raw pick. But for SmackDown, we're gonna put in Marty Bell. I haven't got to use her in a long time, so putting her on a roster isn't gonna be bad. But the play I'm gonna steal out of your book, it's Casey Catanzaro.
I thought you were gonna pick Yoshirai for a minute. I was like, I was like, oh shit.
Well, I actually have her. I'm kind of waiting until I get the women's tag team titles. That way I can put like her and Kairi together.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't want to really underuse her this early, you know. It's supposed to be, fresh. That way nobody's left behind. And I think that would leave her behind. I'm gonna draft the Bellas for SmackDown, and they'll be they can technically be split apart if need be. We're gonna add Naomi to Raw. There's a big name that I haven't said yet, and I'm putting her on Raw as the last pick. But Raw's gonna be last to go. So for SmackDown, ooh, boy. I hate to do this to her, but I'm gonna put Sonya Deville on the SmackDown brand. I love Sonya, but sorry. But the last pick for Raw, Rhea Ripley. So there's the draft. Holy shit.
Alright, it's not like me and pick a fucking 20-1 females.
I mean, I could technically keep going because there are some people that I have left out. For instance, Mandy Rose. Nobody likes Ronda. I think that may be the only person that I'm missing. Then Natalia. Nobody cares about Natalia though. Or Mickey. Maurice is there also. Maria Minnick. Maria Kanellis. It's just a lot of people that I think will be underused by me, which, like I said, I don't really want. But, oh man. Okay, we're gonna add one more pick to each. Since this one can kind of hold her own to SmackDown Evilise.
Oh shit, that's in there, yeah.
And let's see. Well, in case we need one more woman. I never thought I would say this. No. No. You know what? I'm gonna have Brandy Lynn. She's like, I think she's actually like a 20-year-old. She's wrestles for. She's on the Ring of Honor brand now. She just got a contract like a week ago.
Damn.
Which is really cool. So, she's the one who replied to my Instagram on that one post about the Mae Young Classic. So,
oh yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, like I said, we can have more later on if we need to. Suggestions are always open. So if you guys want to comment. I know a lot of people probably won't watch this after it's done, so that's fine. That being said, let me just go ahead and go over this because okay. And so Money in the Bank will be our first pay-per-view. And why is that skipped? Okay, well I guess we're starting on this roll. Oh, because, yeah. So, yeah, we'll just start here. It's kind of like a fresh start. This is the actual universe draft. And take a look at it. Some pretty good picks. Yeah. I'll start planning it out. How many matches do we got? We got 3. Okay, cool. Alright. Well, uh, it's interesting. Hope you guys enjoyed, and the next show will be very interesting.